on State Road. We ain't have to go to the penitentiary. So like my mind, I love Jay. I want to follow his routes, but my mind a little bit more different. Like I'm a little bit more wild. I just came from the penitentiary. Like, you know, I just seen, listen though, hold up, listen, bro. I just seen Nipsey get gunned down on camera. I just seen Vaughn get gunned down. My mind is just it's a little wild, bro. It's just that's what it is. I'm a smart man. I know not to cross boundaries, but that's like a later conversation. That's like a therapy type shit. I'm talking about this shit that we talking, that shit Wolf talking, and that shit Swizz talking to teach people how to get ahead in life. So we don't got this our whole fucking community falling to Percocets in the prison system and death by the gun. The same shit over and over. This shit gonna spark at least 1-2 people in this room. If it's 5,000 people in this room, and I'm cool with that if it helped one person.
But
absolutely, this joint beneficial. But I was just saying to you, fam, like the initial responses, like if you get this game back from the jump, because you doing a lot of heavy monumental stuff. And I'm saying this to you as a man that come from where you come from. I'm from 24th and Somerset, so I'm right across Diamond and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done been to jail. I done did all that. You feel what I'm saying? Flipped life around, all that. Went head to head with Trump on TV. I got dudes in the jails thinking I could get police reports and find out who doing misconduct to get them home. So I know what it's like when people have expectation of you. But what I'm saying to you is when you stoop down to get that energy back, yo, you put a dent in some of the work, feeling like you have to respond. Because I get what you're saying. It's like I'm not taking a step back by feeding in the negativity either, because the first thing they're going to want to do is tear us down and say, damn, see, you never changed. You know what I'm saying? Pastor, you still the same boy from 10 to 11 years ago. You follow what I'm saying? That's the first thing our own kind will do. So we got to understand what's at stake when we trying to do something to truly remove our people. Because I'm going to tell you right now, for the Xbox situation and all that, for the families that you just went ahead and provided stuff for, you know what I mean? Thousands of people I seen, because I was tagged in the reform, tagged under Van Jones, and people was like, yo, Shade Room, y'all go ahead and make this public. See what he did? So you got people that's holding you down. But I'm telling you now, man, you know this world thrive off negativity. I was tapped in when I heard you talking to academics about what you was talking to them about. I think all of them need to really be eradicated out of our culture. Everybody that thrives
I went
off
to the
exploitation.
shade room today, right? They had me up there, me versus Nikki boyfriend. Nikki just had a fucking baby. I just had a fucking baby. Who responsible for this post? But listen though, like who responsible? Listen, who responsible for these type posts in my neighborhood? When people fight, people get hit the fuck up, killed. Funerals happen. Who responsible for this post decided to put this up and put 10 black figures against each other on just to get some attention to a fucking blog page?
And guess what? We need to be accountable.
Hey, Pastor, hold on. Let me
for giving them an audience.
Who we holding accountable for that? And
I
ain't listen. I ain't even reply to that. But who are we holding accountable for that as a community?
So are you saying that you wish that they would just stop saying so much negative shit about you on these platforms?
I think all that, everything that.
No, I'm asking me.
Nah, but that's.
I'm asking me.
I don't even think it's about negative shit. It's about inciting violence, bro.
That's going to come with the territory. That's
y'all saying the wrong thing though. I don't want y'all to overspeak me.
That's their job.
I know blogs are going to report on me. I know this. They're going to say what the fuck they want. But if me and 21 is having an argument and this shit can get serious, and the person from Shade Room might be from Atlanta or Philadelphia too, they have a responsibility to the culture, the way they handle me and 21 about to fucking throw our lives away. Come on, y'all know this. Why the fuck they put me up there? Why is they putting me up there with Nikki boyfriend?
Hold on.
We had an argument. Listen though, we had an argument. That was a fucking year ago. That lady just had a baby. Listen though, no, let me finish this. She just had a baby. I just had a baby. Who we holding accountable for these type posts?
We shouldn't even follow it.
Look, this is who we hold accountable. If you and 21 had a situation, you and 21 hold accountable. It ain't no blogs that's hold accountable. That's not their job. Their job is to play
and that guy don't got no situation though.
It ain't like
if we wanted to do something to each other, that would have happened already.
It ain't like they posted.
Why is this blog posting me and this man on the page when I just gave out fucking $100,000 worth of toys? Why is they pushing this narrative on our black people?
Because mostly what I'm hearing you say is that you don't understand how you doing so much good and all they doing is focusing on.
No, I'm saying who we
the
hold
public don't care about the
I'm
nice
asking
shit,
y'all the
bro.
question.
They not even. It ain't even about holding nobody. It's like, bro, they making up a fight. That's some lame ass shit. It ain't like
clickbait, really.
This ain't no man. I ain't scared of like this is a year ago. She just had a baby. I just had a baby. Why the fuck do y'all got two people versus? Say we see each other, hit each other the fuck up. Who are we holding accountable in
I
our
can
culture?
see that part.
Yeah, come
They
on, man.
didn't post.
And I'm with it too.
They
I don't
didn't
give
post
a fuck.
Jeezy and Gucci. They didn't post.
So can I say something? So my name's Lauren. I work for TMZ, right? And I go through this a lot. With me being one of the only Black faces that y'all see on the platform, I have a lot of fights on the inside about a lot of different things. And a lot of it, and I hear you, Meek, right? Like I hear you about the responsibility and the culture and people, especially when it comes from about Black outlet. And I've heard Angie on this platform speak about certain things when it comes to her outlet and kind of defending why they post certain stuff and why they don't post others, or why they post both, the good and the bad, right? But what I really would want people to understand is that we need to start
exposing who the person that's responsible for making the post.
But even if you do, this is my point, right? Even if you do that, literally down to the name, where they, whatever it is, however you want to expose them, it's still going to happen because they're not there with you. They're not getting into these situations. Their lives are different. They're a lot more disconnected. You seem very still connected to a lot of things that are happening, but everybody that's in your position is not like that.
A little bit from that conversation we had. He's still talking shit about me, but I seen him donate to the girl in Chicago. It wasn't about me.
I mean, it wasn't about you, but at the end of the day, like, I personally sat on that stage with you, and I talked to that man for over 10 minutes at a time about his effect in my city. And when I had a private conversation with Barbie about what he said he felt bad. And it's a lot of, and I ain't even really here to defend him, but he took accountability properly on a private platform.
That's credible. That counts.
But all right, that's it.
I ain't gonna lie, they just do lame shit on them blogs, bro. Like,
goddamn, they
posted some goddamn.
He felt bad.
Go ahead, my fault. I'm sorry.
He felt bad, but if something is a big enough story, do you guys feel like it won't be posted on his platform? Because just being 100% honest when it comes to business, and this is not me throwing any journalist under the boat, because I understand at the end of the day, if you work for a certain platform, there's certain things they're going to cover. And he's in charge of his platform, so he has a lot more say so than I fucking do. But at the end of the day, if something is a story and he's reporting on it as a blog, he can feel bad and he can kind of control how he reports on it. But do you think he's still going to report on it?
Yes, I think he's going to change the way he report on it, because
he have changed that shit.
Yeah, he has. I've been following his tweet. Go ahead. I ain't gonna control
that. That's fine. That nigga did what you need to realize is, right, I was in that room when y'all had that conversation. It got to a point where I was just like, okay, at this point it's a bunch of screaming, so I gotta go. But some point of that conversation got to him, right? And what I think people need to really understand is what we decide to put our focus on and what we decide to make cool, right? Because at one point in time, people loved the shit out of him and his platform and would do anything to be on it. So he could do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. It's a different time now where leverage is completely different. If you are a part of the problem and enough people speak out on it, you have to have some sort of accountability now. So just me as a person in the media and a person just as a person, right? I challenge everybody here with some platform, with some say so, to challenge people, but there's a way that you can go about it where even when you're challenging him, the negative doesn't become the narrative, because negative is what's going to drive the clicks.
Look, hold up, pause.
Period.
You know my baby mom, right? You know my baby mom, right? She has been doing well for herself for years. The moment a dirty ass rapper says something about my baby mom, she's a black queen that's winning. Shade Room posted that shit to try to destroy her. Somebody got to be held accountable for that. I don't give a fuck how much money y'all making off that shit. We got to be held accountable for when y'all say, yo, Meek, you getting old. Y'all using bitch too much. Yo, Meek, you doing this too much. I will have to be held accountable one day for everything. If y'all can bring that to me, I will have to step. I will say, yo, listen, I have to keep some of these young people ear to a certain level to remain cool, to be able to deliver anything positive to them. I always tell my billion, they don't approve of nothing that I talk about. No killing, murder, but I always have I'm held accountable for things to them. I say I come from a certain environment. I've been around this environment 30 years of my life, 33 years of my life. When I go in the studio to think about a rap, I think about the things that I seen in my neighborhood and I came about. So if you hold me accountable and ask me why do I do these things, I would be like, yo, I keep enough cool and I keep enough smartness to be able to hold the young guy's ear and enough to be effective to them so they can believe me at the same time because they know where I come from.
Right. And all I'm saying is because you're able, do you understand that that's a gift, right? And do you understand that that puts you in a certain light and on a certain platform that a lot of people will never see? Do you understand that? And if you understand that, all I'm saying to you is, in that light and on that platform, the things that now you have the power to make certain shit cool. And you brought up my sis, right? And
yeah,
I don't even like
like
to talk
if you
about
know
her
the
because
person that posts that at
that
Shade
people.
Room, do you call and be like, yo, take that shit down, yo, that girl doing
I
good.
have no power as
But if
Shade
you
Room.
no,
But
not if not, do you have the power? If you know that person personally that's putting up that post, would you call for the person you called your sister and be like, yo, take that shit down, yo, she doing good? Do you do that? Do y'all
Hey,
are
Meek.
y'all
Hey,
like
hold
that?
on.
You know why? Listen. And that's
Cause I'm
a
like
whole
that.
nother
That's why I'm here
account
today. I'm
and
one of
a whole
those.
nother room. Because you know why I don't personally go out of my way about certain shit is because when I talk personally to her, the person that me and you have in common, one of the things that she has instilled in me and I had to learn as a person that's growing in my own world and figuring out leverage and platform and power and all that other shit was what you give your mind to and your attention to. You now put the attention on that to make it become cool. Because people react to that shit, they keep posting it and they're going to keep posting it. But she doesn't react to it. And what I'm saying to you is, if you could take that same power and make certain shit cool, that you can change the narrative. We got Trey in here, right? I don't even know Trey. I've never met him in person. I've only met him online. I love the shit out of him though, because he's a 14-year-old boy doing shit that at 14 years old I couldn't even understand to do. Like, period. If more people focused on shit like what he's doing, we really make shit cool. And I don't think
But
people
we
like
are focused on Trey.
Hey,
Ask
hold
Trey.
on.
Ask
Wait.
Trey
yeah,
about the people in this
not
room.
everybody. I'm
I
not
ain't gonna
saying
But
lie,
I'm
that
just saying though,
conversation.
like
What
if
the
we
hell?
say
Hey,
like, don't y'all know that y'all say, look, they be like the pastor just said them young kids on that. I'm like, no, that's not true. I met Trey like 8 years ago with his mom. I showed that young boy straight love, put him on my Instagram because that was rare. And I made sure I went out my way to support him and made sure he got extra light because he was one of them. It's still people like that left in the hood. Y'all can't tell me and say
I'm not saying that
everybody
it's
just
not.
on some
I'm not
fucking
saying that
shit.
it's not. I'm not. What
I
I'm
ain't saying
saying
you
is
said that. They stated that earlier though.
but that's
Hey,
one. All I'm saying is
nah,
that's
but me,
one. Trey is one person, and Meek, you are one person. It's going to take like you. It's a battle. It's going to take a whole.
Hey,
We are in a war right now. It's going to take a
I
lot
think
more
it's
than
gonna
just
take
that.
everybody, including the
It's going to
blog.
take a lot more. And
But
I don't
I'm
hey,
want
just
you to
saying,
take
don't
this
get in
on
this
so
room and say
personally.
that the young boys in Philly are done and they just left and Meek Mill go about your way. No, it's still Trey's out there, and Trey is one of the people I supported too.
Yeah, for sure. When I first started, Meek showed mad love, but it's just all about inspiration and just showing like the youth that it's possible, the like just for the blogs and stuff, just to promote more positivity and different things like that, to show like kids that it's possible, to do like positive things and different things like that. Also, like I feel like what Meek doing, is powerful to young kids just like me, because Meek coming from the city of Philadelphia, seeing Meek hop on jets, seeing Meek open different businesses and different things like that, it's super powerful, for people like me, because like me growing up, I never knew like, look, you could be a businessman, and you can own businesses, get into stocks, real estate, and different things like that. The only way, for us to be successful that we know is, you gotta become a sports player, athlete. So, it's just being more positive.
Hey, Meek, specifically,
yeah,
I was talking about the youngins that's in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the ones that's like what you started this conversation off. You know what I'm saying? Rappers feeling like they entitled to stuff. That's what I meant when I
yeah, but
said that's the mentality of the youngins that's in the streets that feel like,
also,
they ain't got to
Pastor,
work their way up.
To keep
I
it all
get
the
it.
way. Also, um, we can't worry about what the blogs is inspiring.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
gotta be the ones inspiring ourselves. We can't
You
leave it
right.
to the blogs to inspire and to do positivity. That's not the business that run their business.
Right.
So we as the people gotta
Period.
do that. We gotta be the change that we want. You understand?
But
We
I
can't.
ain't gonna lie, that shit don't run
But
our business
but
neither though. As
But
rappers,
No.
I feel
I'm
like
gonna say this. Let me say this from an outside standpoint. Like,
if you profit off this shit, you held accountable, bro.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
but
hey, hey, hey,
I ain't
hey,
disagreeing.
but
I ain't
everybody,
disagreeing.
but everybody don't got good intentions. You know what I'm
but
saying?
hey, but Swiss though, it's the same way though. And to Meek point, it's the same way with like brands. If a clothing line
No,
come out
look,
and
this is the
disrespect black
biggest, right?
people,
If you
they
say
got to be
something
held
about the Jewish
accountable.
community, they
Oh, they
have a
on your
whole
head. You
coalition of
gone.
people that's gonna stand up.
You
If you say
gone.
Yeah.
something up,
But
listen
we
though, let me
saying the
finish this. Let
same.
me
I'm
finish
saying the
this.
same thing.
Look, let me
I'm
say this
saying the
one thing.
same thing.
Now you say something about niggas gonna be like, man, fuck them niggas. Yeah, it's your. Is people in this room okay with that?
That's what I said from the beginning. That's what I said from the beginning.
That's all I'm saying.
Are we okay with that? If you're okay with that, you probably need to leave this room right now, because this ain't one of those type of rooms. We trying to talk about how can we better that.
So what are you saying? What solution are you looking for? Like, are you looking for a solution?
I don't think we don't expect that shit from every blog, but blogs that are supposed to be for the culture, they need to be held to that standard.
Absolutely.
But I think
we about black excellence and mental health and all that, TMZ ruined Ray Rice. You can go back to what they did to Ray Rice from Baltimore Ravens. Him and his lady got married after the incident. TMZ paid checks out there to go get the video, record another situation, reopened the wound. Brother lost his job. He out of the league. Nobody cared about how him and his wife was
and
doing.
how many of y'all fucking moms fought our dads that we seen a million times? You don't deserve to lose your whole fucking career because your mom and dad had a relationship fight. That's a white person stigma.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, to Meek's point, we gotta push that to our people. We gotta stop giving these people audiences.
And I'm not standing. And let me make this clear. I'm not standing on no man putting their hands on a woman either.
Same here. But at the same time, we can't stir that pot or continue to go out our way to perpetuate the negative and promote that, because we got millions of people that are seeing the negativity, they're seeing all that, and we living for the drama. But on this flip side, we're gonna say we pro-black and we want our people to win. It's like, that's the hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? That we feed into the culture.
What does the solution look like to what y'all just said? As far as
a solution, I wanted to touch back on the premises of the room.
A solution look like not giving it our attention. Where your energy go and your attention flow, that's what's going to grow. Like, if we don't get at whatever we put our attention on, like, if ain't none of us watching it, then that shit don't have no power. But we give it power. Look, you gotta think, if I ain't give it no attention, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right here. No, you raised the right.
No. I'm gonna say this.
Let me just say this. You raised the right attention by bringing awareness to it being some nut shit. And once we acknowledge it for nut shit, we don't give it no more attention, because that's what it is. Like, if a motherfucker a sucker, we ain't entertaining a sucker. So giving it more attention beyond the awareness that's raised is going to keep making it grow. Like, you know what I mean? That's just people going to continue to check for the response. Like, you know what I'm saying? But people going to continue to check for what we saying about it next. What they saying about it next? We got to let that shit die off. Like,
I feel like the media, all that stuff.
We keep cutting Kim off. Kim, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like the media, that's always going to be there. Like, you know, like celebrity culture, all that shit has been around forever. There's nothing you could do about it. I just want to touch back on the premises of the room as far as, like, you know, like, you wanted to have Philly people speak their piece about, like, you know, just any, like, just the music industry.
Growth and development. It don't even have to be music. Growth and development.
Yeah, I think you should speak to, I feel like you should speak to, like, actual Philly people about, like, you know, just open up the floor a little bit, just a couple people that can just, like, voice their opinion on what, you know, what needs to happen.
I think let's do that. And somebody that's a moderator, I'm getting my hair cut, so I don't want to keep clicking on and on, but somebody a moderator can control.
No, it's a couple people in the room already, and like, just let you know that we ain't got to take a whole bunch of time.
Yeah, not the whole thing.
I just want to say this one piece. I just want to say this one piece. I'm not going to, cause I love this conversation, and I don't want to hold it up. The bottom line, if we don't fuck with each other, we gotta stop expecting for other people to fuck with us how we want them to fuck with us. We gotta fuck with each other. You understand? When I go to Philly, I know what that energy is like. I lived on Bavaria Street. I was in Philly long time, and it's a lot of Muslims there too. You understand? We gotta really be who we say we are, and then carry it out. Because when people see us together, they're gonna know who to mess with and not to mess with. Just like the Jews, they know not to mess with them. Why? Because they mess with each other. We don't mess with each other. We get and we play around. We don't call each other. We don't give each other gifts. We don't celebrate each other. We there for a lot of people's downfall. We talk shit about each other. I'm in those studios.
You're 100% right, because at the same time frame, not only is it 4 major cats out of this city that signed to one label, we got a lot of motherfuckers signed from this city. And at the same time, and I'm gonna keep saying this shit, and I said it to the managers, I said it to the friends, I feel like that it need to be more camaraderie. I don't know what it is. Niggas ain't got beef with each other, but at the same time frame, I think that we need to be together a lot more, because you got motherfuckers that's they got platinum records, platinum albums, they go on tour, they do the whole 9, but at the same time frame that You know, I'm not saying niggas got to hang together every single fucking day because everybody doing their own thing, but at the same time need to be together a lot more actually.
I agree.
Hey, that shit is easier said than done. But in all honesty, so many people got so many problems that it's gonna take a lot to just make that happen. Because in everybody hood, like it, you could get criticized for being a smart guy, for wanting to
But
be the
look,
smarter
bro,
guy.
everybody don't gotta be a part of this. That's what I'm saying. Like when
All right,
it's a
fam.
growth.
Everybody don't got to be a part
Yeah,
of it, but we all
it's
from a
not
ghetto. We
it's
all
not
from a
that
ghetto.
hard because we had this conversation and me and Wolf had this conversation before. We got to bring more industry events to the city where
Agreed.
people able to have access to certain people. You feel me? People got to lead. We need more leaders. You know what I mean? People be telling like there's young niggas in the city right now getting money. You might tell them like, yo, invest, but you're not telling them exactly how to invest and how to do it. Get your credit
That's
right.
a
Do you
fact,
know what I
Duke.
mean? The steps that you got to go to, you know what I mean, to get to be successful. We just need more outlets in the city, more access to different people and different things, you know what I mean? Especially in this music field.
Well, something we working on right now. Me, Pastor Carl, Mont Brown, Maserati Niche, Critty B, a bunch of other people. We came up with something called PUA, Philly Urban Action, as a coalition that we still putting together. But like everything that's being spoke about in advancing the culture and in the community, this is something that we actively working on behind the scenes, and we still working out the little kinks with it. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that it has a proven concept. You know what I mean? And being able to be transferable to the public. But it's something we're working on that with that's there from these same conversations of financial literacy and mental health awareness and just like changing the narrative. And like another thing, like I noticed like every time we start talking about solutions, you know, we start to revert back to the problem. Like, listen, like we talking about solution. Let's stay focused on the solution. Like the absence of darkness, the absence of light is darkness. As long as we keep shedding light where we want to shed it, that the other dark areas won't matter. But every time somebody come up with a solution or point the conversation, directing the solution, and somebody be like, but yeah, we going through this or this happened or that happened, we taking a step back. We just got to keep moving forward. If everybody on here saying that they want to come together and be conducive for a positive solution, then this is already a step right here. Just this conversation is just a step. Like this is a step in the right direction. We don't even got to look back. Let's just keep moving forward. Like let's just keep moving. Let's keep moving forward. We here.
All right.
This is
we
understanding your power and your energy and putting it in the right places.
Kim had, you know, the solution. She brought up the artist. So Kim, can you go ahead and I don't know the cats that you were speaking on that want to speak on with how they feel from the bottom about the changes, the necessary couple of changes that can happen for the people who are in position to help out the younger cats.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up a couple like
this ain't a conversation about how somebody can help out. We're here to give them information and be able to get them. Like this ain't about what we can do for nobody. Like
no, but the same thing.
I don't even deliver that narrative because that's what the start of the conversation was. Like if anybody need, and it's Swizz is in here. Like in Philadelphia, we don't get a chance to talk to Swizz. Like we never been in a room and be like, unless you've been to Jungle Studios, you don't really get them up close with the millionaires. So we here. We need to hear out from these young boys what they want to learn and what they looking for, what they can't hear about. Let them just bring them, not us helping them. Or what can we do?
No, that's what I mean.
No, I'm trying
to, and I just want to add one piece to that.
Go ahead.
I want to add one piece to that. This is a great start because in our community, the males don't speak to each other. The kings don't speak to each other. We too tough to express how we really feel. We too tough to express that we're really hurt. We're too tough to express that we really don't know. And that's why this is a good conversation. It's okay not to know everything. It's okay not to have everything because one day you're going to get to that level and you're going to respect it. But be prepared for when you get to that level. But
niggas got to start thinking that it make you less of a man to need help, bro.
Yes, it's everybody need help. Millionaires, billionaires, zeronaires. I never seen no level of person that didn't need help. I know a bunch of poor kings, a bunch of billionaires on boats with a bunch of strippers with no family, no life. That's a poor king. Fuck their money. You understand? But the thing is, we got to communicate more. And this is where the respect part come in. We don't listen to each other speak. And that's what I like about what's happening now is we're actually listening to our brothers and our sisters speak and giving each other the knowledge, each other the knowledge. This is what's going to make us strong. The money going to come. You make the history, the money gonna come, but the communication got to start, and that's why I'm up on this call with everybody because there's no big eyes and little U's. This is not about no money. This is about question. Blessings.
Appreciate you, big time for the shit.
Thank you, Swizz.
I want to bring up Ranshaw. Like, he's a Philly artist coming up, but I wanted to get his perspective. I know, like, you wanted to speak to some Philly artists that are, you know, just to get their perspective. So I'm gonna try to find.
Bet.
Yo, what's good? This Dapper. So you know, I'm up and coming Philly artist in the city. So I'm gonna tap in real quick. I would just say that, you know what I mean, I go off of like just pure motivation and all that. So like hearing like shit like that, like I ain't know about the, you know, spending $5K a month in the studio and shit like that. I already know, like I feel like we just need to see it more, you know what I mean? Like I never asked for no handouts, no shit like that, but I think we just need to continue to hear these stories, continue to see it more, and continue to have other success stories come out of the city. It's like y'all said, there's not too many opportunities being brought our way, not too much light being shed on us. So, you know, I guess just creating more opportunities, you know what I mean? Like not necessarily just one person individually, like not just you, Meek, but like what other what opportunities are being held for our rappers, for our entertainers. Like I know we got Wreck Philly. That's what a Jewish bull and a rich black bull. Somebody put that together. But like when we got heavy hitters like Meek and other people like that, like what opportunities are going to come, or like what else in motion outside of whatever Wolf just was talking about.
I think the conversation we had with Troy Carter, Charlie Mack, and all the other OGs last week that me, Wolf, Pastor Carl was on, basically with Jay Irv and all those, the OGs from Philly was saying, just like work hard, like everybody else. Like there's a lot of stuff y'all don't know about that go on behind scenes. Like Meek put a couple rappers in the studio with Swizz Beatz. He did that. That's an opportunity right there. So niggas just got to work hard. Like this shit is a jungle.
No, but look, I can say to him, right? Like this, like a lot of people say things like me. I'm a little bit, y'all see me on Twitter popping a lot of shit, acting crazy and all that. That's like almost like a little deflection because like I like to get smart. I like to be a smart person. I don't like to just be ignorant. I like to know shit. I like to be in a room with the white guys that went to Harvard and they looking at me like, oh yeah, that little black kid right there, he's smart too. Like I don't watch TV. I ain't sitting and I love Power. I think it's a good show, or The Wire. I ain't sitting on Twitter talking to y'all about what shows on Power or and I think Power one of the hottest shows out right now. What else is it? Empire. I don't watch TV. I watch documentary. I watch informational shit. I watch about how the fuck a billionaire became a billionaire. You know, you can Google this stuff, right? Like on YouTube, you can go watch a Warren Buffett hour interview and find out where he started from. You can find out where Michael Rubin started from, a Swizz Beatz. So sometimes when Swizz come in the studio, I don't even ask him for beats. I don't even ask him for shit. I just be wanting to hear him talk and tell me some shit about Saudi Arabia, a level that I didn't make it to, or him doing a deal with AP. Like, y'all got to come looking for this shit too. Like, nobody ain't dropping this shit off in nobody's hands. Like, I was in jail, right? And my bail was $9,500. I was in there talking about my homies and shit. Yeah, P-Mine got a 4-wheeler. O'Malley got a 4-wheeler. They could bail me out my bail 10 grand. You know what the always say? Say, nigga, you got locked the fuck up. Now you in here talking behind your homies' back because you ain't got the money to pay your bail and you committed a crime, nigga. That's your fault. And that right there woke me up and let me know that I had to take my life serious, and a lot of things more serious than just bitches and getting high and playing with guns and shit. You know, you might see me on the internet doing a backflip, and then you might see me at a fucking reform meeting with 10 billionaires, and then you might see me arguing with a nigga from the hood. That means I'm involved in a lot of shit, and I'm learning a lot of things. When I'm in jail, I ain't just in jail playing ping pong with them niggas. I ain't never played spades at the spade table. I was in there reading 48 Laws of Power, The Worldly Art of Wisdom, like real books, and really learning shit on my own time without even graduating from the 11th grade. I ain't never had nobody wake me up and tell me to go to the studio, not once. Like once my studio booked, nigga, I'm the one that called. Like I was in a group called Bloodhounds. Mel Love and Lil, no, they never woke me up and told me to come get me to go to the studio. I come get them to come to the studio. Yo, we gotta be leaders, y'all. We gotta step up. You gotta come get that shit. Like, I ain't meet Swizz from just being hot. I done seen Jay-Z 10 times trying to introduce myself to him, knowing I'm the hottest nigga in Philly. He didn't even ignore me sometimes. I still find my way to gotta get around this nigga, and now I'm part of a fucking reform board helping people come home. I went and got that shit. You got to go get that shit regardless of what it take. Like when Puff niggas, I seen somebody put up. I still don't like why Puff made them walk for the cheesecake. No, he made nigga. Our assistants might go to fucking Africa to pick up a pair of sweatpants. That shit ain't sending nobody to do nothing. That's your job. You have to complete that job to get to the next level. Like when I came in Rock Nation, when I came in Rock the Mic Studios, Cruz was the runner. The runner don't get paid. They come to the studio for free so they can use the equipment so they can learn how to engineer. One day, look, Rug was my engineer for years, bro. I only know how to work with certain engineers. He had a family problem, so he had to go. It was more important than this rap shit. He had to make a crucial decision. Now I'm in the studio with no engineer. I walked to the Cruz. I said, yo, you know how to engineer, man? He said, hell yeah, this is what I'm waiting for. He started engineering me. Cruz probably made a countless night. Fuck the money, the opportunity. He changed his family life. He doing better than he was because he sat in that studio by himself and sat there and not got paid and ran into a Meek Mill and then caught that job. He making money 3, 4 in the morning. He charged $60, $70 an hour. There's some real shit going on because he went and got the opportunity. We have to learn that part in the hood. And that's what I be wanting to put on my people. I be wanting some young niggas to know, like, they talking about 20,000. Yo, bro, you ain't got 6 videos. I went back and checked. This nigga ain't got 8 videos on YouTube. You wasn't even worth 20,000, nigga. You ain't got 8 videos up there.
No, he worth more than 20.
And I pray for that young y'all. This ain't here to tear nobody down.
He worth more than 20.
Meek. I want to add something.
Say that again. Hold on. Bring that back. What you say?
I said Pound worth more than 20.
How? So if I put out, look, if I spend, I'm about to tell you, if I spend $50,000 on Pound Side, how would I get it back in the next year?
What you mean on stream shows?
You could make it back.
No, but streams like to actually collect Swizz. How much streams do you got to get to fucking make back $50,000?
It's other stuff than music.
I feel like if you
get more bread back.
I got a different point I wanted to
but if he sign him,
let's get to the bottom. Like Swizz,
if he sign him and he ask him to get a percentage of all that money in return, then it's gonna be like he in a fucked up deal. Like if he's trying to get his merch money, his show money, and all that shit, then niggas gonna be saying down. He put him in a 360.
But if he's doing some numbers now without any backing and anybody or money behind him, don't you feel like you could have elevated that somehow?
I ain't gonna lie, niggas look at the money too much and don't look at the opportunity. I think that's like a big problem. Like I don't think it be because I didn't sign niggas like I got niggas signing me that I didn't gave 20,000, but I didn't gave them ownership to everything they own. They only gotta pay me 30% of that shit up until they recoup. Then it's 80-20, like so it's more so like the opportunity, bro. It ain't really just about the money, bro. Because a nigga,
but we also gotta understand have that already.
Look,
20,000 from Meek Mill and 100,000 from a label is I'd rather take the 20,000 from Meek Mill because the exposure now giving me an
Let him finish, Meek. Let him finish. Go ahead, Savage.
You could tell Meek from the fucking hood, but go ahead.
Like what I was basically saying, like it more so be like the opportunity, bro. Like Meek signed to Rick Ross for $0, bro. It ain't really always about the money, like. And I feel like niggas put too much emphasis on the advance of what you getting right now. Like if you betting on yourself, nigga, fuck the advance. Anyway. We finna run this money up, so I don't even care about the advance. When a nigga just be stuck on the advance, it's like. Do you really believe in yourself? Because I'm a hustler. Like I don't care what position I'm put in, I'm gonna make some out of nothing, bro.
Hey, 21.
Wait.
Hold on. I'm gonna be real quick, but I also think the messaging. So like, see if Meek, you know what I'm saying, from the chess aspect, go ahead, let him play himself out and hit him with that as the response. Cause you ain't even got 6 videos on YouTube. What make you think you worth more than that? As opposed to
what's somebody gonna do with 20,000?
But hold on.
No, it's not even about the video.
One mic. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like saying what is a nigga gonna do with 20,000? What is a nigga gonna do with $1 million if he ain't got no hustle? What's the difference, bro?
Build the team, and we gonna start marketing.
If I get 500,000, right, and you got 2 videos on YouTube, and you ain't got no dedication, and you ain't no worker, nigga, the 500,000 gonna be gone just as fast as the 20,000.
If not faster.
And all I'm saying
bad
is
investment.
Explain it to a motherfucker too, like. You got 20,000, but you got an opportunity to get around all these motherfuckers.
No, can y'all let me finish this out? Y'all never let me finish this. 20,000. Listen, let me finish this one thing. A $20,000 deal in pocket with $90,000 followed up into your production, studio time, and videos. That is the contract on paper. 20,000 is for your pocket, so you can get the fuck up and move out of Philadelphia when niggas getting smoked 100 miles an hour.
You gonna be back in Philly next week.
No,
so why y'all don't sign him then? Y'all need to sign him.
Who's saying this?
Look, man. Hold on.
You still got considered a
something that. Hold on, one mic. Let them talk.
I want to give a game to the artist, right? I don't want to speak in specific to nothing else going on in this particular conversation, but I just want to talk to the artist and piggyback off what 21 is saying. Y'all gotta understand, like, getting y'all first deal was like
no, but if y'all in this room,
let them talk, me. Let them talk.
Let me say bro. When you in this room. Like when you got people saying shit like this, what you gonna do with 20,000? That's some nigga shit. Nigga, I started with, didn't I just tell y'all I was spending my last 5,000 in the studio and I made Flamers too? That's what you could do with 20,000.
So
I just want to say this. When y'all get y'all deal and just look at that shit like a rookie contract, like you still gotta come in the game and work to get that long-term deal. Look, let's use Chino as an example. Chino, how much did you sign to me for?
My man, they said no.
It's 0. But Chino got a movie on fucking HBO Max with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett.
And that's the point I'm trying to basically point out to y'all. Like, just understand, like, even when you whatever the contract is in the beginning, like, just like whatever you do.
Hey, Trash Street Keon, speak up.
It's Kayan. Give us the money.
Kayan, say the reason why you just speak of the reason why you said that.
Why say what?
No,
what can you do with 20,000?
Because that's no money for real.
But how is it no money when nobody in our neighborhood can put up the 20,000?
I could have more than 20,000. I got the 20,000 points plus.
So why you ain't put the 20,000 up?
It is getting put up. It is getting put up.
But why didn't you put the 20,000 up before I offered it?
We just got with him. I just got with him. That's my youngin. He been rocking with me. But I've been on some other shit.
Man, you gotta get out the room, Keon. You talking some dumb.
Man, you talking some dumb shit, bro. What are you talking about? You talking about some $20,000, bro?
First of all, yo, if Meek saying he gonna give him 20,000, a $9,000 budget,
man, get him the fuck out the room, y'all. Get him out of here.
Hold on.
I have zero time. Get him out the room, man.
Meek,
take him off the stage right now.
Meek. We in here trying to build,
you the main person.
Man, take him off the stage. He's a pussy. Take him off the stage. Get him out of here.
Time out.
Take him off the stage. Take him out the stage. He's speaking from an out standpoint. He ain't speaking. Listen. He's speaking from an opposition standpoint. I have a zero tolerance. If you want to see me in the street about it, let's take it off that. Get him off the fucking stage.
I'm speaking on
this shit I'm talking about right here. That's what I'm talking about. We don't fuck with each other.
Meek, corny as shit. Talk to him. You just ask.
Get him off the fucking stage.
What they could do?
Niggas, we from Philadelphia. Y'all let the nigga in here say 20,000 ain't no money.
Hey, look, Meek, we driving.
That ain't no money.
Hold up. We driving backwards. Meek. We can't do that.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up, do that. Hold up, Savage.
We going backwards.
Hold up, Savage.
We going backwards.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Hold up.
Get that nigga off the stage, though. This is my room, though. Get him off.
Hold up, Meek. Hold up, y'all. 1 minute, y'all. We not going to talk about going forward and down go to some other shit, y'all. We can't do that. I understand. Listen, Meek, I understand your position. Kayan got to let people speak so y'all can figure this shit out.
Y'all know the aim of them words that he's saying. Like,
no, we ain't got to
listen. Y'all said, listen, though, Wallo, I'm about to say this. Y'all know the energy that he is speaking from. I've been knowing that young boy all my life is speaking from a positive Philadelphia bad energy. That kid had a $20,000 deal with a $90,000 budget. That's $110,000. Ain't nobody in Philadelphia. My OG is I fuck with Smoke from Cumberland, a nigga that put a lot of niggas on and helped feed a lot of niggas' family. That is not one of the people that's putting 110,000 in somebody's pocket. That's not one of them.
Let me say this.
That's not one of them.
Hold up, y'all. Don't nobody say that. Don't nobody say that.
Yo, let's not do all that
That's
over
not
here.
one of them.
Hold up.
One mic. And have some type of respect. We ain't gonna let no little boys come in here and disrupt this room and tell us we're trying to get somebody a $20,000 deal followed by 90,000. Ain't no money. You gotta leave the room.
But listen, let me just say this.
Zero tolerance, y'all. And I address anything on the street that I need to.
Let me say this. Right now, we got a platform, right, where you got dudes that's educating dudes to understand that the platform is worth more than money. 21 said something. So now it might be a fate where people can get the education. Like a lot of dudes don't know, and I say this all the time. Relationships and access is worth more than money. But sometimes you need to hear it from different people in order to get the understanding. Right now, platform, big time dudes that's breaking that shit down to where as though they might understand it. So just kicking the nigga out, that ain't going. Let a nigga hear this shit. Let him understand. Then they might get a better.
But he can hear it from the crowd. You not VIP. This is a Meek room.
I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta hear.
The simplest way I could put this shit, bro, is like the more money you take up front, the more fucked up you're gonna be in the long run, bro. I took one big advance when I first started rapping because I didn't know, but I still waited till I had leverage to sign that deal. But I still didn't see the bigger picture, bro. The more money you take up front, the more money you lose on the back end. That's point blank, period.
Real talk. Real talk. This is Clue, man. Hold on a second. This is Clue. Real talk. If you ain't got no analytics to warrant a lot of money, if you go into a major label, you go into Atlantic, they're gonna give you the same. Actually, they're gonna give you less money up front. They're gonna give you the budget. They're gonna give you $75,000 total. They're gonna give you probably 70 of it is gonna be for studio, which is allocated.
And never let you out your contract with no.
And they're gonna have you locked in.
You will never get $1 off your album.
And this why he should have.
Hold on. Let me finish. First of all, if Meek is offering you $20,000, a $90,000 recording budget, Meek Miller's not the type of nigga. If you're doing the right thing and you run through your $20,000, he might not give you another 10, 15. If he see you working, doing the right thing. If that $110 go down the drain, he's never getting it back. You know what I'm saying? So if you show him you doing the right thing, I'm sure Meek will come out his pocket and give you more bread as you go along. But you got to give him something to work with. Like, you don't have nothing on YouTube. You ain't got no song on the radio. You ain't got nothing streaming. He's trying to show you some kind of love. You should respect that and go with the opportunity, because the opportunity and the cosign is worth way more than that $110,000.
Also, Clue, to that point.
He can give him the same money. His money ain't the same as Meek's money, because Meek money comes with relationships, structure, and a bigger platform.
And the labels got billions, and they not giving that money out. The labels got billions, and they not giving no $100,000 deal out.
Like if you don't agree, if niggas don't agree, like a certain offer, niggas shouldn't shit on it. Like that's just how I feel. Like if you feel like that deal ain't the right for you, I don't think we should say what the fuck is 20,000, bro. At the same time,
21. That's where I was coming from with that, man.
Niggas shedding blood for this money. Like niggas is putting their families at risk for this money. So my 20 and the label 20 ain't the same thing, bro. Like it's like different, bro.
There's a lot of niggas in the streets. Period. Niggas die for 20,000. A brick costs 20,000, y'all. Niggas lose their whole life over a brick. When has 20,000 became nothing to the streets?
But also, if we know our worth, we should be able to negotiate or just turn the deal down.
Cuz I think the only way to get past it though is on your end to you explain why you think the deal was good, and on their end to let them explain why they don't think the deal was good. And then have other hold on, bro. And then have other people like Swizz, like Clue, like some A&Rs to come and say why they think you wrong or why they think they wrong. It ain't gonna never get nowhere if we keep moving like this.
I mean,
like that
but Swizz and them have to be informed of the neighborhood energy, y'all. Stop doing the fake shit. You ain't gonna come here. Listen, let me tell y'all this. Let me finish my sentence, y'all. We all know the energy of everybody that's on this stage. You ain't gonna step on this stage talking about 20,000, and you gonna get the fuck out of here. And we're gonna continue and talk positive. And if anybody want to contest that when we get back in the trenches, we'll handle that in a different way. We trying to move forward right here. Y'all know the energy when somebody talking saying 20,000 ain't nothing. He hang with him and just talking in a different form. We trying to win. We trying to move forward better. Step off the stage, young man. Listen up, and let's talk about moving forward. I answer everybody's question, and I apologize for taking things to that. But where I'm from, y'all guys know what type of energy that is, and we not accept zero tolerance in this room. He could have said, yo, bro, that it was a little bit less, and I could have explained to him and said, yo, that was 20 with 90 on top of that, behind that. So every time you go to the studio, we paying for that. Because you don't got no numbers up, and you never show any talents of that you can make my 110 back. I am taking a risk by putting 110 back, because this actually ain't my money. It's Jay-Z money, and it's my first record deal, and I got to be successful. I can't worry about if I'm helping somebody out. I got to be successful with this deal, not just give out money and say, no, this is 20,000 or just 110,000 because Jay-Z a billionaire. He a billionaire. He want his 100. Do that make any sense?
And that's all the way respected. That's why I said I think they need to understand this shit more. And
no, but we know that energy.
And any contract is negotiable. Just because somebody said something to you, that's why you got a lawyer. So if you felt like it was wrong, your lawyer can negotiate that shit. So any contract is negotiable. You feel me? So you can't never take anything personal, because this shit is business. So that's part of business.
I'm just saying that, y'all, we know that energy, y'all. I'm on a thin line in my life where I'm trying to do better, and y'all always gonna see me go up and down, but I don't want to accept that energy. We talking about moving forward, y'all. Anybody else can Swizz or anybody in the industry explain what type of deal that is? Somebody giving you 20 to pocket and 90 to production.
Right. Usually them deals, man, whatever you don't use, you get out of it. So if you do your album with 40 or 50, if the deal said you get the rest of it, then that's another 50 for your pocket. You know what I mean? Or 60 for your pocket, whatever. That's how we give deals. Shit, me and LA do them deals all the time, man. Here, take 250, do the project. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the simplest form, King. If somebody don't want to do the deal, KIM, keep it moving.
Don't do the deal.
That's just it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
There shouldn't be no attitudes towards Meek. There definitely shouldn't be no attitudes towards Meek about.
No, I'm saying that like my hood can't even richter the scale if like, yo, he might have actually even gave that a good deal. They don't know if it's good or bad. I'm here to get information to the people like, yo, this is what opportunity look like. This was Beatz right here talking. He's saying right here, this is an opportunity. You may have took this the wrong way because you might be uneducated about that. And I'm here telling y'all like, yo, I had 300. I'm riding on the front of Ross tour bus with Phil. Phil really somebody. We sleeping on the front of the tour bus with the security. Like we humbling ourselves down so we could get to this opportunity and become the millionaires we are today. That's the only message I'm here to deliver.
Yeah, I would take that money and get to work, me personally.
Yeah, but once again, that go back to having the patience. That we real emotional with each other as a culture. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk to them white people like that. We talk to each other like that. And one little thing, we going off the rails, and on white people, we got all that patience with. So that's why I was saying earlier, we got to have that same patience for ourselves. Because the brother that turned down the 20, he might not really understood what that 20 meant. You understand? And it already going to take a lot for him to ask questions on that, because everybody trying to be who they supposed to be. And we got to let people do that. But we also, as bosses, got to say, you know what? He might not know better. Let me have some time. Meek, you my brother, but I just, we can't be cursing each other out like that on an audience stage like this when we trying to make change.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I appreciate that, but Philly be having a lot of things going on that's deep embedded energy.
No, I understand that.
It's really deeper than this conversation. Like, we may see each other in the street and that energy may carry on. So, like, if it's there, we just going to take it off. We gonna keep that
but you can have a
Yeah,
conversation. You old enough, right? And you got enough resources, whereas though you can still have a conversation like, yo, give me your number. Let's have this conversation.
Yeah,
you too much of somebody to be doing this on here when at the end
can't do it like this.
Everybody can reach out to each other and be like, yo, what's your number? Let me holler at you. Let's have this conversation offline, respectfully, as two grown men. But on here, because of who you are, it just ain't right.
We can't do it like that. We come too far. You come too far. Watch you grow, and you still growing. Alhamdulillah. But on these type of platforms, there's a lot of people listening. There's a lot of ops listening, and there's a lot of people that really, really want to learn listening. There's a lot of kids listening, and they recording, and we can't never take it to the streets on this. We can't never curse people out on this. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta. If you opening up this line of communication, then we got to withstand what comes with it. Sometimes people not going to say the right answer, but we got to know how to maneuver with that because there's a bigger audience that's listening as well that really banking their life on what we saying to them and what you saying to them. You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes we got to pull back and have a little patience. The brother might not have, you might have know something personal that we don't know about the brother, but nobody felt none of that. You felt that because that's from your hood, which that could have been taken offline. So I just think that in the communication of business and learning and education, we got to have more patience with each other. If we want to move forward.
At this point, we just got to figure out what the compromise is, man, so we can fix this shit and, you know what I'm saying, on a positive note. Like, you know what I mean?
Yo, this an easy fix. Meek, what's up? This Knox. First of all,
yo, Knox, what's up, Knox?
What's up, bro? Congratulations to you, all your success. You know I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? And let me just say this.
Too, bro.
Let me just say this. Like, I think a lot of the artists in Philly, you got to remember one thing, Meek. They know you from the DVD era, so they feel like they grew up with you. They feel like if anybody gonna understand them and what they trying to do, they feel like you the last one that will understand them. So I feel like a lot of times what happens is they looking for you to have an answer, and they not able to reach you in that way. But I know how open you are. I know you're kicking with any of them. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know the game at the level that you know the game now. So they don't know about these budgets. They don't know about these deals. They don't know. You know, when we used to get deals back in the day, they thinking when the money come in, that's it. I'm moving my mom. So they just looking at your success and everything you got going on, and they feeling like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Meek supposed to do this or Meek supposed to do that. And you ain't got to do nothing for nobody but you and your loved ones. But at the end of the day, just sit back and think about the Meek that had the lock with the dreads when it was you and O'Malley rapping on DVDs. Ain't had no opportunity. Ain't nowhere it was going to go. And then that'll kind of like, you know, take you back to a space where a lot of these youngins don't know, bro. They don't know, so you can't afford them. I'm not saying you're supposed to accept disrespect in no kind of way, and you a man. But at the end of the day, you got yourself on a level where you ain't got to turn back. You got kids, you know what I'm saying? You got your mom, your grandma, you got things going on. You got successful businesses. You took your crew out of the city. Y'all on jets, y'all doing all that. You can't resort back because somebody may feel disgruntled about whatever deal may came in place. Maybe they just don't understand it. And sometimes you got to just, not the internet, not none of that. You got to just have a phone call with these dudes or whoever their alliances is to make them understand a little better. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about no beefs. These dudes just don't understand it. Like even any of the artists you may have had issues with. You know me, I always got love for all artists. So I look at it like this, like how caught up in so much beef that they can't even get no money together. So at the end of the day, dog, you really the last one. You know we only get one every 10 years, every 10, 20 years. You the last one. And you can't put everybody on. But at the end of the day, bro, a lot of these dudes just be hurt because they feel like out of everybody, you the one should be able to understand them.
I'm also, I just gotta say this.
Appreciate that, Knox. Your words.
I fuck
For
with
sure.
I fuck with what you saying as far as reaching back, and I definitely agree with everybody saying like, you know, like that situation could have been handled different because a smart, in my opinion, a grown man that knows how much, because you said they supposed to take that 20,000, they supposed to move out of Philly, and they supposed to buy out the studio. Now, it after what Master P did to better that situation for people, Snoop Dogg talked about this. He wanted to sign Snoop.
The studio is in the 90 grand. Like the 20 grand is this for your pocket, so you get that.
Your 20, but you still got. But you said move out of Philly. Now moving out of Philly, you got to move. God forbid this person got a child. God forbid they trying to put their child in a better school.
Look. Let me tell you.
That could be Delaware or Jersey though.
No, but look,
right,
before you continue on, look, bro. I am on the ground level. I have people moving out of Philly every day. It costs you like $8,500 total, and you could and next to probably $3,000 on furniture if you want to take it that far.
That's $11,000. Now they got 9 left over.
Yes, and you just might not have had anything.
But they signed to Meek.
So what do that mean?
I mean, all I'm saying
that means you just got an opportunity to better yourself to the next stage, so you can get to the next stage.
I'm not saying that it's not a good opportunity. Don't think that I'm taking what you're saying and saying,
but
oh
listen,
no.
Look, y'all are confusing these young kids. I just told y'all my engineer met me because he was hanging in the studio for opportunity. Like where we
I get what you saying.
What is it called? Look, let me tell you this. We don't even teach kids this. What's it called when the billionaires be having their kids working for free?
It's a tax write. It's a tax.
Yeah.
You talking about the tax write-off shit?
But let me tell you, y'all sitting in here, you sitting here telling me a nigga signed to Meek. You signed to Meek. You know we have Harvard interns ready to come work with us.
Yeah,
billionaire parents. What you mean you signed to Meek? Stop. That's giving out the wrong information. I just told y'all my engineer intern at a studio and just got the opportunity. I just told y'all Ross ain't give me nothing. I just told y'all I ain't get Chino nothing. He got a movie out. What message we delivering to?
I ain't gonna lie.
Meek, let's not
I ain't gonna
forget.
lie, Meek. I ain't gonna lie. We don't need to turn the room until you explaining that deal, bro.
That shit. Meek, let's not forget. T-Pain turned down a record label and took 20,000 from Akon, man.
But we ain't gonna make it about the deal. I'm just talking about the mind frame of the hustle. That's what this conversation was about.
But everybody ain't gonna understand the hustle,
here
bro.
and even said that because
that shit ain't for everybody to understand because everybody ain't a hustler.
Yeah,
so you gonna you gonna be wasting your breath trying to just like.
But you also got people that's hustling.
But it's
you also got people that's hustling on different levels too, though, right? Because, like, for instance, like the situation that just happened in this room, like, it's people that's hustling where they at, but that's a different type of hustle and sacrifice and struggle and grinding where some of